Hey guys, what's going on, man? Ricardo here, Luxuriant Rental and Autos. Thanks for tuning in. I was kind of gone for a minute. I was taking a quick little break. I was under the weather. Feeling a little better now. Also, it's the beginning of the school year, so school started back. So I'm just here touching base. I didn't want to just keep giving the same content of, the whole Turo business, and then it just gets stale. So kind of took a little step back. But now what we're doing is heading back from Sanford Airport. We just picked up the Porsche. The guy had it for a week. He said he saw a bunch of little ants in the car. I came in, I didn't see shit. I'm looking around, I don't see anything. But in the business, people always try to find ways to make money off of you or get things done. So, long story short, what he got off of me was a full tank of gas. I tell him for the inconvenience, he didn't have to replace the gas. And look what the motherfucker brought back. I don't know if you guys can see it, but literally there is no gas in the car. So he brought it back on empty, and at this point I'm not too far away, so I could drive it back home. I'll do a full inspection on the vehicle, and then from there I'll get some gas. So yeah, he called and said that he saw a bunch of little ants in the car. And at first he didn't think none of it, and he kept driving, and he hasn't driven the car in a couple days. But when he came back in the car, he saw some ants around the soda can, and it bit his son, blah blah blah. Long story short, apologized for the inconvenience, told him for the inconvenience I'll just go ahead and waive the gas. He doesn't have to replace the gas in the vehicle. He could bring back the car on whatever it was. And keep in mind, he said that he wasn't really driving the vehicle, right? So wasn't really driving the vehicle, meaning you shouldn't have an empty tank. I checked the mileage. He did about 300 plus miles. So yes, he was driving the vehicle after you said he wasn't driving the vehicle. So he got what he wanted. He didn't have to put gas back in the car. And now the car's on empty on a red. And I'm just taking my time driving it home, because these are the type of people you're going to deal with sometimes. And they'll get over and they'll get what they want. And I have a feeling why this even happened, because when we were parking the vehicle at Sanford Airport, parking lots were all full except hourly parking. So I explained to him, like, hey, the parking lots are full, the vehicle going to be left in hourly parking, so you might pay a little extra than usual. Because if I was able to get parking in long-term parking, the most he would have paid was $17. But in hourly parking, once you reach the cap, it's $28. So you had to pay $28 to get the vehicle. So with that said, I guess that was his way of getting back some money out of me. So he came up with a story about the ants, and so a full tank of gas on this Porsche runs about $80. So yeah, he made about $80 off of me. So kudos to him. Good job. So yeah, it's a part of the business, man. You gotta deal with these people. You gotta deal with these scenarios. Obviously, that is cutting into the bottom line of what I'm gonna make on this trip, because now I gotta minus that from the total of what I make on this Porsche. And it's fine, because you're gonna get people like that. So always just keep in mind, man, you're gonna have people that's gonna get over. They're gonna find little ways to squeeze a dollar out of you. For whatever reason, and you still got to kind of be professional and figure out what makes sense for you. You know what I mean? So not so much that I was doing it because of a bad survey, because I don't see any ants. But sometimes you just try to accommodate people, man, and that's the name of the game. And Turo's been doing a lot of changes, guys. I know I've been telling you guys little by little, but I'm not sure how I feel about the changes as yet. I don't know if it's going to benefit us. I don't know if it's going to be something that is going to have a lot of disgruntled hosts, because on the blogs and on the forums and on the groups and Facebook, a lot of people is not too happy about these changes. And I've seen the changes. They're happening to me already, and so far I don't know how to feel about it, to be honest with you. Just to give you a heads up, one of the main changes is now guests can modify their trip time. They can either extend the trip or they can reduce the trip time based on your calendar availability. So that's something you're going to have to look into based on your calendar. If you have restrictions, you just got to be more tight in terms of your scheduling, because once they make these changes, it doesn't need approval. It's going to just be automatic, and you'll just get an alert that it was done. So if that's cutting into your time of doing something else, then listen, either you're not going to honor it and it's going to become a problem, and when you do those things, from what I've seen, Turo is now either banning you, taking the car off the platform, snoozing the car, whatever they're doing. Excuse me, guys. Like I said, I was a little bit under the weather, so I got a little cough. Getting better, but, taking its toll, or taking its time, I guess. And another change that we've noticed is the dynamic pricing. And with that dynamic pricing, what's going to happen is you now can have lowest amount or the least amount that you'll take for your vehicle, right? And you can have the most you'll take for your vehicle. It's now on a dynamic scale where Turo is going to determine the cost of the vehicle and the time of the day and the time of the week and the month, and determine what your vehicle is worth. And that's what they're going to place it as for rental, based on the dynamic pricing rules that they have in place. Now, you can go in and manually change it, and once you've manually changed it, they won't allow that vehicle, they won't be able to manipulate dynamic pricing, but your vehicle will be set at a set price. And set price meaning it will not fluctuate. So if you're far gone from the rest of the vehicles in your group category, it most likely won't be booked unless it's someone that want to book directly from you. Meaning, if you're set on, say, for example, this Porsche, right? This is a 2016 Macan S. I personally have it for $80, and it gets booked. But with the dynamic pricing, Turo is saying this car should be booked for $45, $50. Now, I get it based on the year of the car, the model, and all of that, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, based on all the surveys and everything I've done with this car to put this car at a level where it has over 50 plus trips, everything 5-star, great service, car drives immaculate, clean, spotless all the time, my car is worth more than someone else that might have the same car, don't take care of shit, it drives like shit, and they don't have that many trips under their belt to show on a particular car. So for me, that's where I'm a little bit against the dynamic pricing. So I'll still go ahead and manually set my price and get my trips as they come, but for the other daily cars like the Corolla and the Volkswagen and the minivans, I'll see how it works with the dynamic pricing. And if I see that it's not gonna be making me any more money, but still my utilization is gonna be crazy and having people beat up my car, I'm gonna change it back. So that's something that we all gonna have to look at, guys, with these changes coming in from Turo. Dynamic pricing, it could make us, it could break us, it could put more wear and tear on your cars for less money based on what they think your car is worth. And now with all of this dynamic pricing, when people see these cars for these low prices, of course they're gonna rent them longer. They might need a car for 3-4 days, but because of the pricing, they're now gonna maybe take it for a week and beat it up even more and with more mileage. So guys, we gotta stay focused. We gotta stay on top of what's going on with the changes and see how it benefits you. So like I said, touching base with you guys again, Luxurious Rental and Autos. My name's Ricardo. We're out here in Orlando. Would love for you guys to just share, like the content on the YouTube channel, subscribe for all the information that we're given for Turo business, people that want to get into the business, people that's already in the business and just want to know what's going on and just see how other people run their business and what we're going through. And appreciate you guys for tapping in. And till next time, man, bless up. All right, cool.